Tragedies are a part of life, and it happens to us all. Sometimes they can be so hard that you really don't move on from it. I don't know that you're supposed to move on from the really hard ones so much as you're supposed to move forward. You get hit so hard it takes a chunk out of you, and you have to grow it back. It's up to you how you use that growth. So just don't worry about moving on so much as move forward. I mean, you're not going to catch any fish if you don't keep casting. How's it going, folks? So, here's my little home for Homelite, and I figured I'd show you my personal XL76. She's a runner and all that, and I have got with it. I just got to put a better bar on it. I mean, it's kind of got this little, what, I don't know, is that an 18 or 16 inch bar kind of thing? But here's our giveaway one, and she's got a little nicer paint on it than my personal one, but that's okay. And you know, we'll get her fixed up today. I gotta visit a good friend, and he's already agreed. He's a Homelite collector, and he's gonna give us some parts for this for the cause here, because she is indeed missing an air filter, and this muffler's a little worse for wear. She got you know, some bits and bobs going on with it. So he's got some good parts over there, and we're gonna put them on here. And I actually have already got this running, but it's dirty as sin. So we're gonna clean it up, and then we'll fire it up and do a little cutting with it. It's only got a wee little bar on it, but it's a nice chunky chain on. There's still lots of meat to her, so we'll probably just sharpen that up and leave her how she be. We might give that bar a bit of a paint job too. I think she's a hard nose, so might take nicely to a little bit of a redneck paint job. You guys let me know in the comments what you think about that. But anyways, let's move on, and we'll introduce you to my good buddy Jeff. So here we are at Mr. Gladmans, and he's got one of his beautiful XL76s that he's got here, and he's got a nice little parts list and everything. And well, I mean, you got to have one of the big guys out here with it too. And I was gonna see if Jeff wouldn't mind telling us a little bit about the XL76, because oh yeah, I did notice you had the T-shirt on the whole bit too. Well, he's the guy.
XL76 is my favorite saw, 58cc. They were shipped all around the world, but the U.S. and they were made in Pointe Claire, Quebec. And they're my favorite saw all around. Well balanced with a 20-inch bar, and it's my favorite saw. It's ported well, RPM's good, and load is good. You know, it's really good. It's a really great saw. My all-around favorite saw is this one right here.
Yeah, and that's like their improvement, I guess, from the days of the super automatic kind of deal, or the Super XL. Yeah.
Super automatic, yeah.
So they just took anything that was wrong with that and made it better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fantastic, and like it was, I guess they were the standard issue saw for Hydro One and other companies like that, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's probably why we got so many here in Ontario.
Surely. Yeah. So the one before this would have been an XL75, and the one before that would have been an AM102.
Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard they're blue, aren't they?
No, they're red and white.
Oh,
too.
okay.
Yeah. And there's a AM102 up there. Yeah, I can't reach it. But
that's okay. He's got a craft sale going on there at it's
Cheeky Mama's.
Cheeky Mama's there, just here in Honey Harbor. And if you're in the area, go check that out there. Not this weekend, but next.
Yeah. So that's
or not. Yeah, Victoria Harbor, not Honey Harbor.
Victoria Harbor.
But
yeah. So.
Yeah, I figured if there's anybody to ask about the XL76, it's Mr. Gladman here. He's got all the toys, and he's helping us out with the parts here for the raffle saw. So muchly appreciated, man.
You're welcome.
You're one heck of a good dude.
Yeah, you got it.
Well, today's cast of kindness, I wish I could give to a whole whack of people at once, and maybe I will. I'm not too sure, but there's a whole lots of you that kind of reached out recently and were really kind, and I want to kind of give a cast to all of you, and some organizations that come together, like the Canadian Vintage Chainsaw Hoarders and the Berry Midwives and whatnot. Just a bunch of fantastic, kind people. And I can't thank you enough. And you know, some standalone individuals, you know, Jeff Ward, Jeff Gladman, Jay Ferris, all you guys that you know, reached out, and you know, I can't say enough what it means. You know, I don't even know what the words are to say other than, you know, we're gonna try our best, and we're gonna try and you know, pass it forward. And you thought we were kind before, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. So cast of kindness, I guess, in a ways, is to the chainsaw community and to my local community here too. I'm really proud to know all of yous, and you know, every single last one of you. I mean, and it's not just my local community; it's all over North America, all over the world. I mean, from Saskatchewan to Washington to Ontario, right? It doesn't really matter where you're from. Wherever you find a heart that's kind, you're part of my stomping ground. So, thanks to Mr. Gladman, we have our parts. That's a nice looking air filter too, and he said he put a new grommet for us, which is nice, because you can tell whatever air filter was on here before, the grommet kind of melted, so I got a little good chunk of it off, and we'll do with the rest of it later. Right now we're just getting the bulk of the shmoo out of here, and we're just using the Bushman's secret weapon, WD-40, and you just spray it all over the booger. Make sure your choke's closed when you're doing this, by the way, and you knock most of the debris loose, and dump her on out, and rinse and repeat as many times as you need to, just to get that little air box clean, because you don't want shmoo getting into the system, because that's not such a good time. Anyways, I told you this thing runs, so just give me a second here. And just an FYI, in case you guys didn't catch the short that I did about all this here, is yes, we're raffling off this XL76, and we're going to put it towards the veterans, and we're going to try and do something for Canadian veterans and American veterans, because I've sent a saw off to Dan Kane there over at Kane Custom Garage, and he's going to do another paint job and restore job on a Power Machinery or Skill Saw 1629 saw over there. And yeah, we'll figure out the dates and all that for the draws all as the saws get finished and everything. But the deal I think we're going to do is just like the last draw Dan did, or just like the last draw Dan did. Man, I can speak again. That's great. We'll do $20 to enter, and I think we'll use my website just to kind of make it super simple. You just go to butleroutdoors.com. Just keep your eyes open for. We'll do like a picture of the saw or the indigo saw draw kind of thing, and you'll be able to enter in that. And when you put that in there, you'll get your name and address for shipping, and everything will be already in there. So there won't be no chasing you down. As soon as you win it, you get it. Anyways, yeah, that's the idea. So just keep it. Oh, we got excitement here, so I best to go. But just keep an eye out, and we'll kind of hash out the details as we go. Right, so I did mention this thing, Ron, and we do have the Ugly Duckling muffler on there still, and we'll get that nice new one that Mr. Gladman gave us on here, and we'll shine that one up too, nice and clean it before we put it on there. I'm debating whether or not I'll put the spark arrestor in with it. I guess we will, and whoever gets it can decide whether they want the arrest in there or not. But anyways, without further ado, yeah. Next video we're going to go ahead and we're going to get her cleaned up, so we'll get that shmoo off of that little post on the air box, and we'll get all this grime off of her. And actually Mr. Gladman was telling me a nice way to get this carbon off of there with the wet sandpaper, so we'll give that a go too. But I think this thing's going to clean up really nice. Maybe we'll get Karina or something to put a poppy on it or something. Let me know in the comments if we should do something fancy schmancy on here for the veterans, or should we leave her stock. But anyways, that's the plan. So next video you're going to see us. We're going to get her cleaned up. We're going to get that new muffler on there. We'll take a look at the exhaust port and all that. We'll clean up the bar. Maybe we'll give it a custom paint job, and then sharpen her up, and maybe we'll try cutting with it. I don't know. We'll just make her pretty. That's the idea. We're going to keep on plugging with this thing until she's tickety-boo. Anyways, till next time, take her easy. Be safe. That's that.